we go. All right, we're live. Well, not live, but we're recording.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
I messaged it to you.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, awesome. Let's take this. Yep. And let's drag you to demos. Okay. So the first thing we'll do here, let me share my screen. Screen one, go live. The first thing we're gonna do is go to ball chasing. Do you know what ballchasing.com is?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, great. Nice. So I'm not gonna spend too much time here. There are a couple things I like to look at. You know my Steam name. Well, you can figure it out anyway.
Hmm.
Don't know my password. That's okay. Come on. There we go. Let's see if this is uploaded. Let's see. Ah, it's new. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Oh wait, this
Oh,
might
this is a
not.
ones. That's
Yeah,
okay.
this
You
is
want
the
you
right
want to
one.
send me a different one? I can still go over this if you want. It's up to you.
No, it's all right.
Okay.
That's probably just like a random one. Let me see.
Hmm.
I did post it on ball chasing, so maybe I can just send you the link to that.
Oh, are you Panda or
I'm
the?
Panda.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Panda.
Thanks. I didn't want to have to say the other guy's name. Okay. Yeah, so these are all fine. Yeah, this is as of today. You want me to look at the one from today? Or do
um,
you want me to look at
it
one
was
from
the one from yesterday. It should be a two, yeah, the eights. Yeah, the 2-3.
2, 3? Yeah. Oh, that's a one.
No, the other one, the one above it.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, it was uploaded today. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. So, let's see. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. By player. Good. So, you want to have at least one demo at minimum. Two is ideal per match. Especially in twos and threes. It's really helpful. Let's look at boost usage. Oh, that's good. Under 30 seconds. That's pretty solid. Okay, that's good. This is abnormally high. 400. So this is amount used while supersonic. So this is boost wasted, meaning you're
Okay.
already supersonic and you're using boost. So if you boost while you're supersonic, there is technically still a speed boost that you get from it. So if you're dumping to go to another boost pad or something, then that's kind of fine. Um, or if it's an emergency and you really need to get somewhere, that's also fine. Um, but in most cases, it's not. So I'll take a look at that when I look at the thing there. Small pad's a little low. Big pads. I'm gonna look at the pickup map here in a second. Your overfill's fine. 200's okay. Oh, yeah, this is good. We're gonna talk about this. Okay. The side here. I mean, honestly, I don't see. Yeah, I don't see you picking up a ton of pads on the outside either. You get 3, 3, 2, 3, 2. This guy's got 4 on his side each, 3 and 1. This guy's like going nuts here. Your teammate really went for it too. That's, but I'm mostly concerned with some of the stuff. You do okay here, but you don't do anything here and you don't do anything here. I don't see any lines. So whenever you're going through here, um, it looks kind of like a shape of an eye, kind of, with a circle in the middle. There are, if you look at the field, you can kind of make all of these lines. So if you're like here and you need to go here, you can take the most efficient path would probably be here and go back post or something like that. And you can grab all these boost pads on the way. So, but there are a bunch of different lines that you can take, different routes to get to where you need to go. We'll talk about that a little bit. We're probably not going to make that the biggest talking point unless I really notice like, wow, you're really out of boost a lot, but we'll take a look. Let's see. Do I need to restart my game? Oh, I didn't download this. I need to. There it is. Okay, take that and put that in demos. Also, is there anything specific that you want to go over today? Like, you want to go over any mechanic stuff or have any particular questions on anything?
Um, I think the main thing I think just like positioning and strategy and stuff, because
Okay, that I'll go
like I
over for
said,
sure.
I've mostly just played like I think I've played like a total like 10 hours of twos. I haven't even played any three, so like I'm
Okay,
still like kind of lost
sure.
with where to position and everything.
All good, man. Will most certainly help you all the way on that. That's my key strength is positioning and decision making, those
Mhm.
kind of things. Um, even myself at GC, I don't do like flip resets or anything. The most that I do are double touches, and I don't even do those often. So, um, all right, let's go ahead and take a look. See what we got going on. I don't think you're gonna have sound because you're watching my screen, not necessarily my. Are you seeing the message? And that's my captain. Hold on, let me see what he's talking about. Um. Uh. I'll just say coaching. eh, Coaching right now. I'll look soon. I can scrim later. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just got picked up on a team the yesterday, so they're wanting to scrim and stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so first things first. Kickoff stuff. Yeah, you do ones mostly, right? So
Yeah.
this is gonna be good information. Let's go to fly. Okay, so we're blue. All right. So I'm going to give you some basic rules about face-offs, like what to do and what kind of face-off and what situations, right?
Okay.
But I also want you to realize that what I'm telling you, it may or may not, you're getting coaching right now, and I'm telling you what everybody does. But I'm not coaching your teammate Thunder or any other of the Plats, right?
Yeah.
So until they start getting things start clicking and they understand some standards and stuff like that, then they'll know. But I'm gonna tell you some stuff, and that's technically correct, but your teammate might fuck it up, and
Right.
I will explain what to do in those situations. Um, so yeah, while you do the right thing, your teammate might not, and
Mhm.
that can cause issues, and it's causes you to hesitate and makes things slower. And anyway, all right. So with that being said, every single time on kickoff, left always goes, with an exception. Whoever's closer to the ball takes it. So if you guys are parallel, it's left. If it's like let me go back to over here. Let me back up just a little bit. If you're here and teammates here, obviously you're closer to the ball, so he's that his responsibility is not the kickoff. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I've watched
Yeah.
a video about this,
Hmm.
but I know, like you said, in my game, some people don't know, so usually I just
Yeah.
use the chat.
Yes, and that's
Um,
that's what I was gonna say. Those are very helpful. Even if you just say defending, um, that's helpful, right?
mm,
So
yeah,
yeah. Um, okay, so then you kind of know basic kickoff strategy. It for twos, it's not very complicated. Threes, it gets a little bit more tricky, but for twos, left goes unless the other person's closer to the ball, then they take it. Now, what does the other person do? So in this case, so in twos, it all depends on what you want to do. There's not really a clear answer, it's just what you prefer. So you can either do two things. You can either go and follow let him take the ball and then be there. So like if he comes here and he goes there and it dies, like when I mean die, I mean like there's like no momentum, the ball just kind of stays there. Maybe it rolls off this way or this way a little bit. You're there to hit that ball right after and you take possession. So you could do that if you want. You could even do it in this type of format. I personally wouldn't. I would always go for back boost here and then go to net.
Yeah, that's what I see
But
most people do.
yeah, but you can if it's not symmetrical, I would say follow. But
Okay.
if you are finding that your teammates getting beat a lot and it's going toward your end, then you can just keep going for boosts. There's not
Hmm.
really a right or wrong answer on what you should do for what kind of face off. There is in threes, but not twos. You can
Okay.
either follow or you can go for boost, even if you're here. That's still fine. So how you go for boost is important as well. These are going to be some minor details, but they do help. Here, you need a half flip. You need to learn how to half flip. Super easy to do. It'll take you a little while to practice, but I will help you through this, and you'll become a better player, and you're going to wow your teammates. It's, um, uh, do you know what a half flip is?
Yeah, I can half flip. I'm not very consistent with it because I don't practice it too much. But
Do
I know how to do it. Yeah.
do you half flip with a dedicated air roll button, or do you half flip using a standard air roll with a
I use
stick,
a dedicated air roll.
like a directional?
Yeah, directional
Okay,
air roll. Yeah.
good, good. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Anytime you're in this situation where it's parallel and it's directly behind you, so literally either this face-off spot or this face-off spot, and you're going for boost, you should always half flip.
Okay.
And this is, even if you mess up, it's not a big deal. The amount of time that like this is happening here on the face off, if you kind of fuck it up, it's still okay. You should still have time to get boost or at least make a break to the net if something happens. But I would what I would recommend is either going into free play and just crank it out like maybe like work on it for 2 minutes a day. That's not a
Okay.
lot. But
Okay.
anytime you're playing a game, you're in this position, you should always half flip. And when you do that, half flip and then go straight to the net. Some people will say go up. Yeah, I would prefer because you're at plat and everything here is so unpredictable and you're not if you were on a team and you're a little higher rank, then you'd be like, "Oh yeah, so I know Thunder. He's always going to win it this way. So I trust him and I'm going to like follow this way on kickoff or something like that." But because it's like solo queue and you're at plat, it's unpredictable. My recommendation is to go to net and particularly back post. Um, if you are here or here or here and you're going for one of the boost pads, like one of these guys, um, don't turn and get these boosts here. Just go straight for the big guy. So boost, flip, and then turn either that way or back to net. Probably back to net in that case. Don't try to snake your way through these things. You have it's not this is act because you have 32 in your tank. This is actually taking more time. If you were empty, then I'd say yeah, go for it. But because you're gonna use all your boosts and then flip, it's just fine and you can diagonal flip or you can front flip, doesn't matter. But if you find yourself on the wall when like back up here after you grab the boost, then you're going too fast and probably because you're grabbing this extra boost and you don't need to be doing that. It should literally be boost or sorry, it should literally be turn straight here and then back. So um okay, that's some face-offs things. Do you have any questions about it?
Not right now.
Cool. All right. We're gonna look at the game.
All right.
I haven't even started yet. I love the car design, by the way. That's
Thanks.
so clutch. Okay. I like the fact that you're on card cam. Or sorry, let me phrase that. I like the fact that you're switching between card cam and ball
Ball
cam.
cam.
That's super great, especially you at this rank. Getting realizing that now is super good. I would say right here, you see it, you immediately need. Okay, you two turn it off. Let me see, because you do it twice. What do you do here? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I think you could turn your transition speed up a little higher.
Okay.
When I say that, I mean like make the transition shorter, which I think is increasing the speed on that. Um, that I have it set pretty high. It's not instantaneous because that's a little jarring, but it's really quick and that it's helpful. Cause when you get it moving back and forth, you see like this word motion blur and it's kind of hard to see things. But anyway, so right here, teammate. Where is teammate? Let me ask you that. Where do you think he is?
Um, he's off to the side, right on the right.
Yeah, he's over here. And what is he doing?
Probably getting boost on the like mid right boost.
Okay, and then what is he going to do?
Go for the ball.
Why would he go for the ball?
Because people always go for the ball.
Well, okay. I don't I
Right.
don't necessarily disagree with that. Yeah. So he should not be going for the ball right now.
Okay.
You should be going for the ball right now, not him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
let's see what happens. Where's my? Oh, right. Let's see what happens here.
I'm gonna guess that I wait and then he goes for the ball. Because that's
Oh,
usually
you
what
make the
happens.
save. Yeah. So let's take a look a little bit wider picture here. So whenever you're playing, um, anything other than ones. So you're playing like a ones player right now, which is good to have in your repertoire, especially in later. I honestly need to play more ones. I don't play enough because it's frustrating. Okay, but so what you're doing here is you're being patient, and if it's just a 1v1, you're playing it smart, right? He's not gonna if the ball's over here in the corner, he's not going to score. Like, he could, but the chance of that is so small, it's okay to wait for the ball to kind of roll, and then you hit it out, right? That's fine for you at your rank, right? But the problem here is that you have your teammate coming in behind you, and he's like thinking, is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? And he goes up the wall here because he wants to guard the backboard if the ball comes up here, which is smart. Or at least I'm thinking that's what he's thinking. It's everything's so
Okay.
predictable, right? But
Yeah.
he's like, okay, I have to do something because you're here and you're next in line. So
Mm,
when this is, this is just rotation, right? You go
yeah.
in a circle and 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 a circle. So you go for the ball. If you miss or it stays in, you go back here. You grab some of these boost pads on the way, and you go back post. And once after you miss, teammate goes back post here, and then he goes if something happens and you don't miss it, and you're going back, right? And like I said, that's just the circle here. So your teammate is right here coming back behind you, and you wait. Teammate is literally trying to, like, he's probably yelling at his computer. Oh my god, what just happened there? How did I teleport? He's probably yelling at you. He's like, go, go. And so you're just being too passive. Like I said, good for ones, but anything else, you need to be going faster. You need to jump on this ball sooner. And why does it keep on putting me here? When I mean sooner, I mean like as soon as it's there, you go. You go. Even though you think you might get beat here, that doesn't matter because your teammate's getting behind you and he's going to be able to make the save. If he isn't, that's not your fault. But that's not something you should worry about. You need to make sure you do the right thing here. If your teammate takes too long to get back, or if he whiffs on the ball, that's not your fault. And that's not something you should take into consideration. But
Yeah.
waiting a little bit ends up being okay in this situation because he was a little slow. But definitely here, you needed to go. You needed to go way sooner. Um, because otherwise they're going to get a shot. It's better to wait. Sorry, it's better to be a little bit more aggressive and not allow them to take the shot if you have that opportunity. You don't want to give them a shot. It's the you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? and you almost missed the ball. You did a good job not doing that, right? You hit it, but you kind of hit it in the back corner of your ball. Sorry, back right corner of your car, and instead of the front of your bumper, which is a little risky. I think you just didn't hit it as solid as you like. You get an okay touch on it though, which is good, but that you didn't need to make that save. Like if I go back here, you should be on that ball right now. Especially since he misses, you should be like, "Oh yeah, this is my time to go." And the worst that happens is you get a 50 and the ball stays there and then your teammate comes and helps if he needs to. All right, let me go back to you here. Player view. This is good. I like you being passive. Your teammate's kind of ball chasing. Right here, you need. Okay, this is good. It would be a little bit better if you were a little bit over here because
Yeah.
going right here is going to be hard to like hit the ball in. So, but you know, still okay positioning, right? This is good. You're starting to turn right because he's gonna. It looks like he's about to hit it, and he does. So you're preparing for that touch, but you're still a little slow on this. You could challenge this sooner. Your teammate's behind you, ready to help, but he can't help. He, if your teammate is in the back, just kind of waiting, you're taking too long. If that makes any sense. Your teammate should always be trying to get to the next position, just like you. Um, sometimes you'll get people who ball chase, and like earlier, you were letting your teammate kind of ball chase a little bit, even though he shouldn't. That's what I mean when I was talking about earlier. Like your teammate might be doing something wrong, and it's okay to more or less like play around that. That was a good play, but
Yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
I think generally in my games I kind of just let my teammate do do what he wants to do, and then I kind of just cover.
Yeah, and for now that's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
But you do need to be a little bit more aggressive when it's your turn. When it's
Hmm.
his turn, it's fine to be a little passive, but also be there ready to hit the ball in. But when it's your turn, you need to go. Right here,
Yeah.
you should be rotating out. This is not your ball. This is
Okay.
you're passing the ball, right? You're putting it out middle so your teammate can hit it in. You don't need to pass to yourself and go. If you're gonna do that, that's fine, but you don't need to hit it as hard off the wall. And if even though it was an accident, I mean, he should be here, right? And if he is, he's got a way better shot than you do. And you going in for this ball here, he probably sees that and is like, okay, now I have to turn around and get back because he's gonna throw the ball downfield. If you were to rotate out and not chase the ball, then he can go hit the ball or at least get a 50, and then you could turn and support. But after you pass the ball and it goes to the middle, unless it's right on the goal line and you're right next to the ball, you should just leave it and get out. Yeah, see how he was right there. The worst thing was he got a 50, which is what happened. But if the 50 went the other way, because everything's unpredictable, right? Then that's a goal the other way, and you would have just got scored on. But your teammate did a good job with the 50, so it's okay. That was okay. Good try. Yeah, a little funky recovery there. I don't mind this. Yeah, this is okay. You're panicking. Okay. All right. So, the first thing here is, um, the ball's not going that fast. But you're also seeing he's kind of next to the ball, right? He's got a shorter distance than you do. You got a long distance here. So you playing a little passive is okay, especially because your teammate's here. So you need to be playing defense. You know that he's going to hit the ball before you, so you're starting to retreat. My recommendation, especially at this rink, just start driving back. He's not going to dribble you at plat. If he's dribbling you at plat, you're going to lose the game anyway because he's smurfing, right? All he's gonna do is hit the ball as hard as he can down the field. And if you know that already, like right, because that's what happens most of the time, right? No one controls the ball. Everyone just hits it as hard as they can down the field, and then they try to go chase it. Um, so if you can use that to your advantage, you see that you're getting beat, just let him hit it to you. It's okay for it to go down to your side. If you're already down there, he gives the ball back to you, you can hit it back, right? So that's my first, tip of the day, I guess. Well, I've given you more than one, but but yeah, if you see that he's about to bang it, just get out. He's not going to control it. He's not going to pass it, right? Maybe once you get into diamond, there will be a little bit of passing, but it'll mostly be accidental, which is still what it is here. So most of it isn't on purpose. Anyway, so just get out and you need to swing wide because you don't swing wide enough, it ends up being directly behind you, which is the hardest thing to do in Rocket League. Like if the ball's coming behind you, like over like behind your shoulder, that's so hard, especially if it's up in the air. You have to aerial to make a save. That's the hardest play to make in Rocket League. I mean, not talking about like mechanical flip reset stuff, just basic things. That's the hardest. So you just know that it's going to bounce off the wall. He's going to beat you. Start rotating back to your net and just, get back. And then once you see him kind of make that touch, you could turn if you turned wide down here, you can see this. Once it hits the ground, you can go for a power hit all the way back down again and put it back in their zone. But you kind of get this weird awkward thing here, so and that's what I mean. You needed to be wider and let him give the ball to you. Oh my god. Okay. You probably should have let your teammate turn on that because he was closer. And it's okay. Here, just rotate. Yeah, you're staying too long on the ball. So your teammate sees you kind of spending a lot of time down here. Oh, oh, I'm on the marker, not the pen. There we go. He sees you spending a lot of time down here, and so he's like, okay, well, I guess he might go back and try to hit the ball. If it's awkward, just leave. Right? If this is ones, this is kind of okay. But in twos and threes, if it's awkward, just leave. It's okay. So because you're not in voice comms, most of your communication is body language. So if you don't see, so if you're not talking to your teammate and you want to rotate out and say, "Hey, I'm not taking this," what do you do?
Try back rate. Maybe you can chat like go for it or something.
Yeah, so you can say that. So, but if not using voice chat, what kind of body language tells your teammate, "I'm not touching this ball"?
I just drive back to net rate.
Yeah, yeah. So like, uh, yes, that is correct. If, especially if you flip out, it's like, yeah, I'm not touching this at all. Like, I am committed to not touching this. I'm letting you take it. And you'll see that a lot as soon as somebody like flips away and it looks like, yeah, they don't want to touch the ball anymore, then the next person can go and you can keep up the rotation. So if you tell, okay, so if you see your teammate doing that, that means you can go in. But at the same time, if you do that, it allows your teammate to say, okay, I'm out. But you're also rotating the wrong way too. Like you're driving this way, which is when the ball's going. Your teammate's right here, back here somewhere, right? He's ready to go in. And this is a no-no. Yeah, you can accidentally hit each other. You can bump each other. He could miss the ball because he's trying to drive around you and you don't see him. A lot of things could happen. So it would have just been better for you to come out to midfield, grab some boost pads, and then come back and support. Maybe even turn back, cut if he passes to you or something like that. But because you're going this way, your teammate's gonna hesitate or he might hesitate. Yeah, you started driving away. I thought you were actually gonna rotate out, but you stayed in, and then, you know, your teammate is wanting to go, and so, but you're just kind of ball chasing. That was okay. That honestly was okay because your teammate was all the way back. You probably should have left this. Uh, Good try there, though. That was okay. But you're just kind of ball chasing here. You need to let your teammate take some of the shots. Yeah. All right. Go in here. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yep, grab that. Nice. Oh, you should have stayed on that. If right here, this would have been perfect pass. Right here, all you need to do is hit the ball. And it's going to go midfield because you're on the corner part.
Yeah.
And that's going to go right in front of the goal. And then you can immediately get out and rotate. That would be much better. And so now this is not your ball. If you weren't going to hit it on the wall, you need to rotate and leave it and let your teammate take it. You're ball chasing too much. Yeah, right there too. You just need to leave. You need to go straight to your net. You're staying on the ball too long. Yeah. So you get kind of lucky here. He just kind of hits it to the side. If he hit it at your net, that's a goal. It wouldn't have been if you immediately started retreating to your net because you knew that you were beat to the ball, but he hasn't actually touched it yet, so you can get distance and go to your net and make a save. This is fine. Yeah, you see that. Yep. Aw, you could have beat him. You could have beat him here, but you hesitated. I even saw you boost too. You were thinking about it. See right here again, this is what I was talking about earlier in the replay. Right, you need to go. You need to go. Even if you think you're going to miss on the wall, you have your teammate coming in behind you and you cut him off here. So now he's like, okay, I guess I'm going to go. Now I don't know if I'm going to go. And now you're stuck here. So you should have been a one because you were right. You were headed toward the ball. You should have still tried to go for it. This is a ones play. You need to go for the
Yeah.
ball. Yeah. There you go. Nice. Oh, that should have been a shot. You panicked. You're like, oh, I see
Yeah,
the
I think I was
ball.
paying too much. I was paying too much attention to getting the demo, and then
Yeah.
not enough time to get to the ball, the right side, I guess.
So right here, you turn on the ball again. You were thinking about it, and you were like, oh, I need to turn the other way. Just needed to leave. Your teammate is right there. You need to let your teammate touch the ball a bit more. That's probably a goal. Yeah. Yeah, if you just retreated back to your net, that wouldn't have been a goal. You would have been there. Instead of trying to turn on it when your teammate was. Okay. Oh, that's good. You didn't go for that mid boost. That's excellent. Okay, that's pretty risky because it's going midfield, right? They just ended up not being there for some reason. They would have been if it was anything other than plat. But you could have. Let me see here. That's what if you, okay, yeah, if you went this way, then you'd be able to turn and get a better hit and put it off the wall here and maybe even pass to yourself and score or try to score, right? But another thing I would recommend starting to learn, you don't have to yet, but once you get to diamond, you could have caught the ball there instead of just hitting it downfield because now you have to go for a 50. I see you going for demo. See, this was okay. This cut was fine. So why is this cut okay? I want you to tell me why I think it's okay.
I don't know. I guess it has something to do with where my teammate is.
Yep. What do you think?
He's not in a position to follow up, I guess.
Right. So the rule of thumb, and this goes for all ranks. It's okay to cut off your teammate only if he can react to what you're doing in time. If your teammate's all the way downfield, you can turn and go back on the ball again. That's okay. If he's like coming up and he's like, maybe a half a second or a quarter of a second about to pass you, that's not quick. That's not enough time for your teammate to react to what you're doing. So as long as he sees what you're doing and can react within a reasonable amount of time, it's fine. Okay, so now you're 2. Yeah. You ended up just not going anyway, so. Fly! Fly! Nice! There you go. Good. A little slow, but you did it.
Yeah, my aerials are not that good.
It takes time. It takes time.
And
Good.
yeah, I also don't use it much at once, so it's been.
So right here, you were not trusting again. So I get that you don't like trusting your teammates because you probably had a lot of bad experiences. I have a lot of bad experiences too, but you have to play the high percentage stuff, right? Right now you're playing all the percentage stuff. So what I mean by that is like you have to prioritize the higher percentage things like is my teammates are going to be here and he's going to hit it downfield, so I need to be there. Not he might whiff. He's got a better chance of him hitting the ball downfield than he is to whiff. And if he whiffs, that's not your fault. And you don't need to be there for every whiff. It's good to be there for most whiffs, but not all whiffs. You need to trust your teammate a little bit more. So right here, you need to be going back to net. You need to be going back post and then wait for him to go and then you support. And you're kind of turning on the ball. And because you start turning on the ball, he see like well, let's look from his perspective actually. That's probably pretty good. So he's gonna go for boost, which is fine, and he sees you there. He doesn't really know if you're gonna turn on the ball or not, because it looks like you're thinking about it, but you're not fully sure. So just that's like a body language thing, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. You need to be fully out or fully in, not half. Half makes people hesitate, just like he did, and he wasn't sure if you were going or not. I'm gonna go back to you. There we go. Nice, yeah. So you can be there with him now. He's gonna go for it. Just get ready for a pass. That's okay. Just you can beat him there. Good. Nice. Yeah, right here, your teammate's right there, right? Yeah, you're rotating incorrectly again. You need to go straight through, even go for a bump if you see him, and then go through midfield and come back. Maybe grab the big boost pad on the side or something like that, and then you can go in or turn in and go middle and take a shot from a pass or something like that. But you can't be rotating. So this is what's called rotating ball side. Have you ever heard of that term?
No.
Okay, so let me go back here, and I'm gonna make this pretty quick.
I guess this is just how I
But
would usually, I guess, I don't know if rotate's the right word, but this is how I would rotate in ones.
so
So I guess that's like
yeah,
where I get the habit.
even in ones, this is technically incorrect because if the ball is over here, you're
Mm.
pushing it midfield. You want to push the ball to the wall as much as possible. So if you're here, the other guy's gonna take the ball and go midfield and try to shoot. If
Okay.
you're here, he's gonna stay along the wall and try to come in, and that's where you push it back to the wall, right? So, um, you should always be going towards back middle here and then back in through the side. So, rotating ball side means that you're traveling along the same path as the ball, which is okay if you're shadowing, right? You want to mirror what the other guy is doing. You know what shadowing is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Cause yeah, that's the one's thing mostly. So, if you're going the same path as the ball, your teammate is wanting to go for the ball. So there's a lot of conflicts there. He has to go around you. He might accidentally bump you. You might accidentally 50 him with the ball. Um, a lot of bad things can happen. So that's why you want to try to go like you don't want to be on the same path as the ball, and you can like go out this way, go wide, right? So try not to go on the same path. That's a big, big no-no. All the way up the food chain. Okay. Hey, there you go. Okay, going for boost, that's fine. See how you're going up on the wall here? Yeah. It would have been fine, you just didn't flip quick enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just power slide turn, boost, and yeah, then immediately go. You just took a split second there. That's fine. Yeah, get in there and help your teammate. See all these pads you're missing too? You could be at 100 right now, and you miss all of these pads. Go, 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 go. Yeah, see, then you get scored on here. It's the whole reason you got scored on is because your teammate is yelling at you to go behind you, and you don't. If you know your teammate's behind you, just even if you think you're gonna miss, who cares? Just go. Because then at the very least, it's gonna make the other guy whiff, right? Or you're gonna get a 50, and then your teammate can come and help from there. But now you both get beat because you went too late. And if you went earlier, then this is easy for your teammate to go and you score because they double committed here. They're both at the net on the other side of the ball. All your teammate has to do is hit it like somewhere toward their half, and then he can get a follow-up touch and score. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Don't ever go crossfield. That takes way
Yeah,
too much time.
I don't know why I did that, but
It's all good. No worries. Okay. That's good. Oh, he's just won the boost. Good. I like that step. That was good. Your teammate should not have taken that. Try to go for that ball. I also like this follow-up here. Your teammate should... Yeah. A lot of times what you'll see in these lower ranks is that your teammate will be kind of like playing defense, but he'll be directly behind you instead of catty-cornered. Whenever... Alright, this will be super quick. Super quick, I promise. You want to think of this in like a tic-tac-toe board. And like that. You don't ever want to be in the same sector as your teammate. So you were here, your teammate was, well, sorry, you don't want to be in the same sector, and you also don't want to be in the same column. It's different for threes because obviously you got three people and you don't want to be all spread out, right? But if you were there and he was here, he doesn't need to be there. He needs to be middle somewhere so you can shoot. There's no reason for him to be directly behind you. But you get that a lot in lower ranks, and it just causes a lot of issues. Uh, so if you find yourself directly behind a teammate, you need to be off to the side more. So you could have scored. Oh yeah, see that's what I mean. You almost he almost hit you. You almost hit the ball. That's because you were rotating ball side. You need to go out of the way. I don't mind you going for that boost, that's fine, but you needed to go like this way, not directly to where the ball was, right? I like this step, that's good. Good try there, that's okay, he got rid of it, good. You know about back post thing, right?
not really.
Oh, okay, we'll go over that real quick. Alright, fly. Alright, okay. Ball's on, we're gonna assume the ball's like more on the ground here, and they're about to shoot on you. Okay, if you are here, where you currently are, here's the ball here. Yeah. Okay. What is the easiest place to make a save? If he was gonna shoot on the net, where around here would he have to shoot for you to get an easy save?
Behind me.
Well, are you saying that it would
Oh,
be easy goal or easy
oh
save
yeah,
for you?
easy goal. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Why?
Um, uh, it's just a difficult save behind me, right?
What would you have to do?
So, I would like have to like backflip or something,
Right.
something crazy.
You'd either have to turn around, which this whole thing takes time,
Yeah,
or you'd half flip and try to make a save, which is mechanically difficult, especially in a tight, quick situation. Um, or you backflip and hope that you get there, and it's not going to cover this whole thing, so this entire part here is open, right?
yeah.
So the ball is down here, and you are back over here. What's the hardest save for you to make?
Right above me.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right above you. Now, if the ball's here, you probably don't want to be directly back here. You kind of want to be maybe here or like here somewhere, somewhere in this general area. Because if you're back here, at least you can backflip, and you can kind of like jump up here. This is high. This is low percentage shot here. If they see this big net and you're here, they're gonna see this part here and want to try to shoot in this general area. So you want to try to make sure that you cover the big percentage stuff, the easy goal stuff, not the hard goal stuff.
Okay.
And that's just general too, right? So, yeah, because all you have to do is drive forward, right? Or drive forward and jump, which is a lot easier than, backwards aerialing or something like that. But you could still like backflip or just double jump and try to get a piece of it at least. That's totally fine. So whenever you're here, whenever you're playing defense in the goal, you want to be back post, or at least this back quarter is kind of what you want to do. And as far as like being deep in the net, this is perfect. You do a really good job with that. Um, at least any part of your car should be touching this goal line. You don't want to be on the other side of it. You kind of want to be driving on it. That's fine. If you're in it a little bit, that's okay, but you want to stay as close to the goal line as possible. Slight, because everything has nuance, right? So exceptions to the back post rule are when they're like dribbling toward you, right? If you're back here, it's too late. So you need to challenge that as soon as you can. Whenever they're in the crease is when you have to go challenge the ball, and you don't need to be back post. That's just like if they're literally about to shoot and you have no other options, is back post. That's what you do. Okay. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Cool. All right, here we go. Let's get through this, huh? Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I like you being a little passive here, that's fine. I like you jumping on that ball too. That's a good shot. It's on net. Yeah, that wasn't your ball. You need to let him go and take that. So right here, you should have just gone for the ball. I know you can't really aerial yet, but you need to try to aerial. Even if you miss, it's about making the right decisions right now. And at the very least, you make him whiff, right? But at the very most, you hit the ball, and it kind of goes maybe this way, and you beat him, and it's not a shot on goal. That's what really matters right now. It's kind of like you just need to go kind of thing. Okay. I don't mind this turn here. You guys are down a goal. That's fine. But you're probably gonna. You probably should get scored on here, but he misses, and so does your teammate, so that's fine. Yeah, see how you're kind of like deep in the net right now and in the middle? It's kind of okay here because where the ball is over here. If it's like over here, you definitely want to be back post. But if it's close to the wall, then you can kind of cheat a little bit, and that's
I
okay.
think it was just because I was rushing and I drove in a little too deep.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true. See right there, you should just gone for the ball. There's no reason
Mm.
why you shouldn't be chasing the ball right now. You're down the goal. Your teammate's behind you in the net again, and now he's driving past you because you didn't go for the ball. Yep, yep, yep. Go, go. Nah, you took too long. Okay. Yeah, you did go. You could have jumped a little earlier here. You could have jumped right now because your teammate probably is gonna miss that anyway. And he also shouldn't be going for that ball. Good. Nice clear. Follow it. Go. Quick, 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 quick. Yeah, you need to be boosting and going toward that. Good pass to your teammate. Yeah, he should have just been more aggressive there. Turn on it. You should have turned left and just gone for the ball. Okay. Good try. Yeah, and that's going to be game. So, okay. Yeah, two things I really want you to focus on, Andy. The first thing is when you're playing defense and you're in the net and you have a teammate behind you, you got to go. You can't be thinking, you can't be waiting. You have to go. The only exception is like they're currently shooting the ball, right? And you need to make a save. But even then, like I would say just even go because your teammate's behind you. He's going to double commit anyway. You have to go. You can't be patient in the net. Um, the second thing is go wider on your rotations. Don't go near the ball, right? If you just try to make a play on the ball and your teammate is anywhere in that area, you leave it. If you see him like pretty far away and it's going to be a while till he gets to that, then you could turn on it, right? Because that's that rule. Like, it's okay to cut if your teammate is kind of slow on it, right? That's okay. But you need to let your teammate play a bit more, and you need to trust that he's in that general area, which he was for, you know, a good significant majority of the game, right? Not the whole time, but a good majority he was in position, and you made him second guess a couple of times because you were like, well, is he going to go? Okay, I'm going to have to go now. If he hesitates, that's not really your fault. So, those are the two things I'd like you to focus on. Um, as far as like decision making processes,
Yeah.
I would recommend start doing half flips as soon as possible and do those. You don't have to do it in ranked if you don't want to, but if you're playing with a buddy or something, what I really want you to focus on is like, I don't really care about anything else except half flips. And because it's casual and it literally doesn't matter, you can do it on face offs. You could even do it even better if you don't do it during a face off, right? Because it's like you identify a spot in time where you don't have any momentum and you need to go be back. You need to be going, excuse me, sorry, backwards as soon as possible, and turning would take too long. And if you get beat who and scored on, who cares? It's casual, right? So, um, those are the things I'd like you to work on. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Not right now.
Okay, cool. I'll get this uploaded today.
All right.
It's gonna take a little while because it's about an hour. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, do you want to do anything else? We got a few more minutes here because we started a little later. But otherwise, we can just pick it up next time.
Yeah, I don't think we really have time for anything else, so I think it's all right.
All right, cool. I'll stop the recording. Goodbye.